my darlings. In today's pick a card reading, we have a reading all about where is your highest self asking you to focus your energy this month. And we're going to go dive deep into your specific message. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you've never had a reading before, welcome to my channel. That's so exciting that I get to be your first. And here's how it's going to work. You're going to pick pile 1, 2, or 3 with your intuition. And you can also use the crystals to help you in choosing your pile. What it means to choose with your intuition means to just connect with the part of you that feels the most expansive and the most resonant in this moment. I know you can come back to this reading and pick a different pile at another time, but what in this moment right now is calling to you? Pile 1, 2, or 3. And feel free to pause the video, even close your eyes and think of the first number that pops into your head, 1 through 3, or which crystal resonates with you most, and just trust yourself in this moment to know that whatever comes through this message is meant for you to hear right now, and it is going to serve you in some way. You can also have an intention going into this reading of thinking about what you want to hear and something you want to get out of this reading in terms of a message or a sign. And you can tap into that timeline for yourself and see which pile is going to resonate the most with you. So let's get started. Thank you so much, and I will see you in your reading. If you chose pile 1, this is going to be your reading. Okay, pile 1, we are starting with the 6 of Wands. You are going to be focusing on your wins. You're going to be focusing on what is this triumphant victory that you keep imagining in your mind, and that is what you want to focus on fully in this next month. Do not let your mind waver. Do not think about anything but the success and the achievement of this goal that you have, whatever it may be, this purpose, this goal, this dream, this relationship, anything that you, when I say that resonates with you, know that that is what is for you to be focusing on. And I want you to focus on it fully in accumulation of being achieved, of it being already within your reality, being fully experienced. And we can get some more cards to see if you want some more clarity around what that focus is, because we are asking your highest timeline self what you're going to be focusing your energy on this month. And we're going to be focusing so far on the good, right? I mean, you should always be focusing on the good. So perhaps it's a new beginning. We have the Fool. Perhaps you are envisioning this new beginning for yourself. You're ready to jump off the cliff and make a big leap into the unknown, and you are in this phase of probably trying to figure out what it's going to look like. And I want you to fully imagine it, as the 6 of Wands is saying, exactly how you want it to happen. Not how it's going to happen, but what you're going to receive on the other side once it is fully manifested. Because this new beginning, this new way of being, this new step you're taking is to purify your timeline, to move you into the next phase of your life, and by allowing yourself to fully just see it exactly how you want it to be. You're using the powers of manifestation and quantum physics to help it unfold perfectly for you. Next we have the Ace of Swords. It's definitely something new happening for you. There's a new idea, and you're getting so much. Sorry, I love when the cards go like this so well. You're getting so much clarity. The card even says focus, specifically new ideas, new visions. Maybe you didn't even realize that you wanted a new beginning fully until this reading. Maybe you've been fighting with something in your reality and you're just been feeling stuck and didn't know what the answer was, but then you found this reading and you're like, I'm just gonna follow this. I'm just gonna go and press pile one or follow pile one and see what comes up. And my darling, it is time for the next phase, the new phase, the letting go of the old and fully focusing on the accumulation of this brand new dream that you have, this new idea. You're having a breakthrough, and this next month it's just keep the focus on exactly what you want. Stay the course in your mind, in your emotions, no matter what is going on. You're going to remember that your focus is the accumulation of it all working out perfectly. And this also represents success. We also have, okay, even more solidified, we also have the Eight of Cups, which signifies letting go of the past and learning from the past, letting go of what is no longer serving you, stepping onto the new path in front of you. Realizing where you are right now, or maybe you've just gone through this realization, is not fulfilling you, and it's time for you to make a change in your realizing this. And how powerful that if you found this reading in this time, I really hope this serves you. So there's something you're going to be having to leave behind, and yes, maybe you're struggling with some fear around that. Maybe it's gonna be a scary transition of like jumping off and trusting the process, trusting that you made the right decision. And it's really about trusting yourself, that you'll catch yourself, that you've got your back, that you deserve more because you're unfulfilled, and it's time for you to return home to yourself and trust that what this new idea is calling you towards is so much better than anything you think you could maybe be getting out of this situation that you've been in, that you've just been trying so hard to make work and fix, and it's just not working. And it's time to move on and step into the new version of yourself that has everything that she wants in this glorious shining light of just so much abundance and grace and praise. You can trust yourself, and you deserve better. Earth magic. Fearlessness and removing obstacles. So in this path forward, you might see some obstacles in your way of how you're going to get to your new beginning. And when you can trust the earth magic that's within you, your internal guidance system, the vision that you're holding for yourself, you have no choice but to be successful. when you can connect to the earth's magic, and maybe also even connecting out to, oh wow, that's beautiful. Connecting to the earth, getting into nature more, and taking time for yourself to be outside and breathing fresh air and touching the earth as you're processing through this new change, and just grounding yourself, because change is really hard. I feel like people don't talk about that much. I'm not going to glossy coat it for you, because you're going to be dealing with things, emotions, processes of change, and it's scary as fuck. And I really want you to be called to ask for support in this time. And that actually brings me to this: angelic assistance, divine guidance, and loving support. And that's not just, I feel like it's not just angelic support and like from the spiritual world. I also am really called for you to tie these together and ask your earth family and your earth friends to also support you and hold you in this time of change and transition, and just to be there for you, and to not feel bad for asking for that. And you might need to ask for some assistance in some way, or just be open to the opportunity of other people wanting to help you and give to you through this time of transition. But again, stay the course of the focus on the success and the final product, and just keep your eyes so tightly on that. And again, also with this card, and we have 26 and 6. Sixes are significant right now, which means harmony. Harmony to yourself, harmony to your path, harmony to your highest timeline. Angelic assistance. If you don't pray, if you're not a prayer, I actually am going to see if you're willing to experiment with prayer through this time, and ask for guidance from your highest timeline version of yourself, from the whatever you call your highest spirit and God or the universe, and then your spiritual beings, your ancestors that are there just to support you, and the light that is within them. They really want to be able to help you, all of those. You just have to ask. And that's what prayer is asking to be supported, asking to be held. And they can really help with the how. When you can let go of how is this going to work out, how is this going to happen, it's really good to give that to faith, and give that to the other beings in the angelic realm to help you move through this, and take the hard burden of it, and trust that them and you have your back, and that you're going to be okay. Because it's really the belief in yourself that's going to get you through this time. And new beginnings, maybe it's an exciting new beginning, and all of this stuff is really going to be super light, and you're really going to have a soft transition. But that doesn't mean that you can't rely on other people, and it does not mean you can't rely on angelic assistance, because you're going to just want your whole team with you, and that's just how you get your highest and biggest outcome. We also have the Stone of Destiny. Life path, ambition, passion, yes. Okay, if this whole reading wasn't confirmation enough so far, it definitely is now. And look at how gorgeous this freaking card is. Holy moly. I'm kind of obsessed. That's so pretty. Stone of Destiny. It's your destiny, and look at the 2 swords. It's your destiny to follow this new beginning and this change. And I actually think it's bigger than just this next month. This feels like it's gonna be an unfoldment for a long time of you just finding your power, connecting to a higher realm and grounding into the earth, and just fully like being that conduit of both together, and taking that power and like finding your purpose through this, finding your passion through this, connecting to all of your desires through this, and noticing that like this is the beginning where it all starts to happen for you. Whatever you're letting go of right now, it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be let go so that you can find your life path and step on it and to start taking. Also, I just want to say, so you can step on the path. I don't know if you can see that, but step on the path for your. Look at these mountains too. Look at the mountains. There might be some obstacles that you have to encounter, but it's part of the beauty of what you get to experience in this world. You are on the path. You're with your noble white steed. Oh my gosh, how did I not notice that before? You have your I don't know what that means for you, but you are so supported and stable, and you are going on this most incredible journey. Wow, this is so cool. Let's see, let's pull some last cards for you and get some final guidance. You are on the right path. You know what to do. You are going to be so supported, and remember to keep your eye on the final goal of what you are desiring, the final achievement, the gold, the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. Move. Barnacles only grow on a docked ship. It's time to make your move, baby girl, baby boy, whoever's here with me. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to go on this path of your destiny. Wow, wow. Ooh, yes. Recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. I love that is what they're saying. I've been doing that lately, so I'm hoping I'm bringing that beach energy to you right now to recharge and like let yourself recharge through this, because it might take some time to make your moves and to just feel really good and have your people and connect back to the earth. Remember, earth. That's definitely saying that there. Get some soil on your feet or some grass and get some grounding. And then breathe. Break from beneath the water's surface, and soar up beyond the turquoisey. Why is that making me emotional? It's time for you to break free from this past that has been not serving you and feeling unfulfilled. It is time, it is time, it is time. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Breathe into it, because it is going to be magnificent, and you are held and safe. And I really hope that this message resonated with you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your evening or time or day, whatever you're doing. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you for being here with me. Hello, group 2. If this is the pile you chose, this crystal, this is your reading coming up next. Okay, beautiful pile 2. It looks like where your highest self is asking you to focus your energy on this month is on the work, on planting the seeds, on planning and really working towards your goal and your dreams. the Ace of Pentacles reversed is telling me that you are feeling, you're in scarcity. Maybe you're stressing about money or stressing out about a situation or your foundational aspects of your life, like your job or your home. And it's okay to be stressed out, but remember that it's your choice where you're putting your focus on. And I didn't draw 2 cards for both piles. I drew, or all the 3 piles. I got 2 cards for this one specifically because Spirit wanted me to tell you that this is where you're focusing your energy on, and in the Spirit, your highest timeline wants you to focus on your work instead. Don't focus on maybe where your reality is showing you or what you're fearing your reality is showing you, but instead focus on the actions you can take, on the plans that you have made or maybe it's time to make, and focus on what you can get out of those actions that you take, out of those plannings. You're watering the seeds of your dreams, and perhaps you already have these seeds planted. Perhaps you've already been making moves, and maybe that's why you're in this state of fear, because you're like, when is it gonna happen? And the only way for it to happen for you is if you focus on the achievement, the results, the harvest, the high emotions that you're looking for, in abundance, in love, in stability, in trust and confidence within yourself, and to let go of anything in your reality that is currently telling you anything otherwise, because it's not true. You're just looking at it, and so your reticulating activating system is what I want to say, but your mind is showing you what you're focusing on, and it does not mean it's true, but what we want you to focus on, what Spirit and your highest timeline want you to focus on, is just continuing to put in the work and taking the time to be grateful for even being able to do the work, to make the plan, to have the dream in the first place, and to be able to have any time or energy to put anything into what you're putting into. Because some people don't have that opportunity, and if you're here watching this right now, your highest timeline's coming in a little bit sassy and is saying it's not time to give up. It's time to focus more on the work, focus more on what you're going to get out of this. And also, I just started hearing, if you're not enjoying the process, how can you either make the process more enjoyable and fulfilling to you, or what needs to change? What are you putting your energy into and your time into that you just are not happy with and you're really struggling with? Can that be delegated? Can that be shifted into something else? Is it time to rethink the work that you're doing? Are you doing too much work that is not actually giving you what, like, the actions that you're taking are not actually building your dream? They're just wasting your time. So this is calling you to ask yourself those questions and see, where are you spending your time? Where is your energy going? The 8 of Pentacles. Work, baby, work. Commit to the work. You are mastering your craft. It says focus too. You have high standards, and what you want to give to yourself in this world is of such high value that you have to put in the work. It's the only way to get to where you want to be. To focus on your highest, the version of you in your highest timeline is really wanting to encourage you through this. She or he is just like, will you please just let it be okay that you're working? Like this work that you're getting to do is so magnificent, and she or he or they are just focusing, like focus on the work and let that be where your joy and your purpose comes from. Or and again, like I said about Seven of Pentacles, if you're noticing that the work that you're doing is not making you fulfilled or making you feel like it is actually moving you towards where you want to be, because there are ways for us to tell that. This card is asking you to develop your skills and master your craft and dedicate yourself to hard work through that. And instead of focusing on just just doing this work and doing this action, make sure what you're putting your time and focus and attention and hard commitment to is actually serving you and your desires. Because you don't want to just be working hard and going in this direction towards where you don't want to go. You want to be working towards where you want to go. So analyze that for yourself. Check your plans. Are your plans still in alignment? Are you in alignment with where you want to be going? And is that work that you're doing getting you closer or farther from where you want to be? It's funny because of how different these are, like exact opposites. And I feel like, again, your highest self is really wanting to encourage you to focus on the abundance mindset, because this is the literal opposite. This is lack mindset, and this is abundance mindset and creation. And this is also a major arcana, which is a bigger, like kind of more powerful event or experience. This is more of a mindset of you are focusing on what you think you don't have, or you're scared all of this work you're putting in is going to accumulate to nothing. And that's just like not possible, is what your highest self is saying. They are saying, you're scared. Let yourself feel the fear, but also put in the work and focus your eyes on the future. The Empress talks about creation and birthing of a new idea, which also kind of leads me to maybe, the birthing of your work. This is intense labor, right? And when you have a baby, you go into labor and it's fucking intense. This is your card from your highest self saying, it's worth it. You're almost there. Look at how pregnant she is. She is about to pop. Your hard work is going to pay off, and you are going to feel so abundant and vibrant if you focus on that version of what is available to you. Do not let your mind take you over. Focus on the work and the joy and the fulfillment of what you have already put so much work into and planned out, and you will no doubt hit what you are trying to achieve. You just have to keep your mind in check and not focus on maybe even what current reality is showing you, because things can shift in an instant. Things can shift so beautifully for you. You go into, if you're pregnant and you go into labor, you never know when it's going to happen. Yeah, maybe you have 9 months, but it could happen so many random times. You could be grocery shopping, you could be out on a walk, you could be, I don't know if you could be sleeping when your water breaks. I don't know, I've never heard that before, but the work and all is coming. Like, don't give up on the work. But also, remember not to overwork yourself and burn yourself out. You want to take rests and you want to recuperate and you want to be able to, I'm getting a message about you want to be able to sustain the work. And maybe what this is representing is you actually feel like you're drained and you're burnt out, and maybe you're financially burnt out, and you're just like, I have been giving so much to my work and this effort and this dream. I'm so like empty. What does that bring up in you? Because if the work you're doing and focusing on is making you feel like this, there's no way you can get to here if you don't stop focusing on this. You need to take either some rest, you need to take a break, you need to remember that you're going to be taken care of, and it's not all on you. If you are feeling drained, interesting. What does that mean to you right now? Twin flames. Soul, partner, eternal connection. Have you been working on yourself to find your soul partner? Take that if that resonates. If it doesn't, that's okay. Have you been like, just, you know what I'm thinking? Something about this is making me feel like there's going to be a really quick shift for you. I don't know why. I mean, if you focus on the Empress and you focus on love and the creation and the abundance of that, you're going to connect to Have you been working so hard on yourself to find your person? Have you just been doing all this work just to find your person? And you're like, where are they? They're coming. They're coming. Wow. Because this card feels so different from the messages I was getting, like just like a shift towards relationships rather than the work, I feel like it has to do with something of, are you focusing on the work and not the achievement of falling in love? Of not having your soul partner? Are you focusing so much on them not being here and not being around, and oh, I have to do all this work to become the person that I have to be to, is that the energy you're going into this with? Because that is not what's going to call in your soul partner. What's going to call your soul partner in is by being your most authentic, abundant self. Maybe that's what this whole reading has been about. You're putting in all this work and you're so tired, and it's all been not for you. Have you been doing all of this for someone else? All of this work that you're feeling unfulfilled by? That's not how you get your soul, your twin flame. You focus on yourself for you. You focus on love and abundance and creation and creating the life that you want, that someone, your soul partner, your twin flame will fit into like a puzzle piece. Not you having to be this specific person and all of these different things and working all this so hard just to find the right person. When you are the right person, when you are abundant and pregnant with your ideas and like beautiful essence, that is when your love will be called in. That is when your partner will be called in. Wow, no wonder you've been toiling. Oh, you don't have to work so hard for what's meant for you. Healing Earth. We have sixes again. Oh, and sixes, and this card came up for the last pile, so because the sixes and this card came up, if you did feel drawn to go to the first one, it's on a very different topic, I think. No, I can't remember because I'm so present to this one. Go check that one out because it was actually about like a new beginning. Anyway, when I was talking about earth magic last time, I was talking about healing with the earth and grounding. So what I want you to see is remove the obstacles from your mind that makes you think that you need to be anything besides who you really are. Who you truly, authentically are. Who makes you happy to be here on this earth and experiencing this life. The power to give and receive healing. I got this. You keep over giving for this person that maybe one day you'll find. Or maybe you think the person that you're with currently is your twin flame and you're working really hard to keep them. You do not have to work hard to keep your soul partner. That is not how it works. If you are meant to be together, you will be together authentically through both of who you are being. You deserve to receive as well. You deserve to receive and not just give and give and give. No wonder you feel so tired and in lack. Let yourself receive the love that you desire. Don't seek it out. Don't overgive for it. You're working way too hard for love that you can have without having to try and sacrifice yourself for. You're worthy of so much more than that. The Great Mother. Surrender to the mystery. Fall into her arms. Receive healing. Healing earth magic, the Great Mother. The earth is talked about many times as the Great Mother. I want you to feel supported and feminine energy receives the Great Mother. Let her hold you. And look at how similar these cards are. They're both purple. They're both Mother. She wants to hold you. She wants to take care of you. She wants the earth. Look at all this purple energy. And also, look at the women on these cards. They're all Black African American women. I don't know if you can see that. That sacred, beautiful, it's like a sovereignty. It's like beautiful culture and tradition and bright colors, boldness. And look at how much abundance there is in these cards compared to these cards. Your highest timeline self wants you to focus on the abundance of being surrendered to the Great Mother and letting her hold you, letting her be the one that gives to you instead of you overgiving. And for you to just open yourself to her and to the mothering energy, maternal energy that you haven't been giving yourself. You've been overly masculine, and it's time to be supported and held by something greater than you. Nothing more feminine energy than dance. Dance. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. How can you hold yourself in sacred space and receive through dancing and grounding into the earth with this dancing? Choose wisely. Be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. I feel like that brings us back to your plan and the work that you are doing. What is not fulfilling you? Let it go. Surrender it to the Mother. If it's not getting you closer to where you want to be and serving you, this one came up for the last group as well. Breathe. Break from beneath the surfaces, the water surface, and soar up beyond the turquoise seas. Take a deep breath. And out. You're going to be okay. Focus on surrendering and abundance and letting go of the work that is not serving you. Purple there too. Purple is spirituality in the crown chakra. Where can you open your mind and connect? Open your heart even to just connect with Spirit and the Great Mother. Thank you so much for being here with me. Love you so much. See you next time. Bye. If you chose group 3, this is your reading. Let's get into it. Hello, beautiful group 3. We're starting with the Hierophant, the teacher, the wisdom holder. This can represent higher education and higher learning, and even you stepping into a teacher position. So we're here asking your highest self, where is your focus meant to be this next month? And it looks like higher education. If you're feeling called to also be the teacher and teach something that is so on your heart, he's holding his hand over his heart. What is on your heart to learn more about, to understand more about, and to teach more about? This also can be about religion and belief systems, religious beliefs and traditions. It's about knowledge. Let's pull some more cards and get some more clarity on that. Your goals and dreams. Maybe there's more education that you need to get you closer to where you want to go. Six of Swords. This is about a transition, moving on to somewhere new. So maybe you're being called to focus on moving, and maybe you're going to school or to get educated in some way and you're moving towards that, or maybe you're choosing a different direction of your life, of what your belief systems are, or the education that you've grown up with. Maybe it's you're realizing what you thought was your truth is no longer true for you, and you're transitioning into a new mental place, a calmer place, and you're also accepting the lessons that you've learned where you're at now, and it's time to focus on that and what you've learned. We have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Perhaps you were part of a team or wanted to be a part of a team and collaborating with someone, and it didn't go so well. Maybe perhaps the teacher that you had been working with previously, or the belief system that you had previously, that group of people and collaboration is no longer in alignment with where you want to be. Maybe you're changing religions, or going from no religion to a religion, or vice versa, because you're realizing what's happening in your life is calling you into a different direction, and where you were before and the people that you were surrounded with are no longer in alignment with your beliefs or your education or the person you want to be, and the wisdom and knowledge that you have no longer translates to those people. We have the Nine of Swords. Reversed though. So this means you are releasing fear of what you were in before. Perhaps you realized what your belief system was, or the education you were getting, or the teachers in your life were not teaching you or honoring parts of you in the way that you thought. And so with the Nine of Swords reversed, this moving forward and where you're supposed to focus on is letting go of fear and letting go of what you were just coming from, or maybe what you're transitioning out of currently. It's focusing on healing and the ending of mental torment. Maybe you had been dealing with something mentally for a while and you were really struggling, and you know that this transition of higher spiritual wisdom change or education change is going to give you so much relief and healing. And your highest timeline wants you to focus on that. Your struggles are in the past, and you know with your heart where you're going, and it's okay to let go of the fear of that. And then we have judgment. What's this over here? Judgment is actually final decisions. It's like almost near the end of the major arcana, and it means not that there is a level of judgment, like in the way we normally think about it, of like maybe people fearing people are going to judge you for this transition. But what it actually is, it's more of a wake-up call. It's the final judgment representation of in the Bible, when Jesus's followers are called to awaken and follow him. And it also represents life purpose, awakening, self-evaluation, and it's just another sign pointing you towards this transition is right for you. This shift in higher education or spiritual wisdom or belief systems it's calling you forward to where you are meant to be, to your life purpose, to a very large awakening. Big stuff, big stuff. All these readings have felt very big. Sensuality, feminine, wisdom, and passion. So perhaps you were in a very masculine, enforcing belief system, or religious beliefs, or education system, and now you're being called to go about it in a more feminine, open, compassionate way of being. It does say passion here, but compassion is a very feminine, sensual way of being, because sensuality doesn't mean like sexuality. It means like senses and the present moment of what you can tangibly feel and be and experience. And I am feeling that you are being called to your passion. As I said, life purpose, your passion, this opening yourself up to this feminine wisdom and being present through it and feeling the senses of it are going to help you find your passion and put you in the right direction of where you're aiming to go. And it also will help you get out of your mind. If you're feeling fear, or fear comes up as you're healing through this process, getting into your body and the wisdom of your body. Oh, look at that. Just to reiterate from spirit, from your highest timeline, it wants me to say compassion. I think you were in a very rigid, masculine, in the way of just like rigid, kind of like militant, more structured place. And you're stepping into a sensual, look at even the colors of the yellow too. It's like you're gonna be happier. It's gonna be warmer. It's this card is called tenderness, true love, compassion. You're stepping into a more tender, compassionate place with your path. And you're going to find true love, not just outside of yourself, but within yourself, because you're following your heart. You're following your heart. Remember, he's holding his heart. You're stepping into your purpose and passion. And friendship is going to be on the horizon for you. True love and friendship. Support, fun, unity, and play, which totally goes into wisdom and passion. I'm really glad these cards came up because I was feeling like there was so much rigidity and like kind of like pressure in these cards behind it, and all of these cards are so much more like gentle and tender, and just like this is where you're stepping into by letting that go, is this just this brighter, warmer, like sensual, relaxing place where you'll actually feel at home. I really hope you feel that shift, because I feel that shift immensely from these last three cards, from the rigidity to like movement, and I just keep wanting to like sway side to side and just like feel my spine move, and just like you'll be able to like expand and be so like flowing. I think my camera is about to cut out. So the camera cut out. So I'm continuing a reading now. And I pulled some cards right before the camera had run out of time. And so we're going to keep moving forward. You probably don't even know, just being here with you. So we pulled the card of Trust the Seasons. How fitting of this transition, embracing change, cycles of life, transition and growth. You are growing in and expanding into this new direction. And it might seem forced, it might seem harsh, but you're stepping into this tenderness and this just even look at how soft this card is and how focused she is. And it's just when you can focus on the perspective, and or not the perspective, the direction in which you want to move forward, your world will reflect that back to you and you'll be pulled in that direction. So if this friendship, sensuality, tenderness, more feminine feelings is what is calling to you right now, I want you to trust that and let it flow to you and focus on it. And just like let the highest version of you, the piece that is like a thread within you, let that piece of you embrace the change. We have morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, and a positive outlook. And that is exactly what we were just talking about. Focus on the clarity, the freshness, the new day, a positive outlook, and just focus on that light. It's like she's inside here and she's focusing on that, and you're focusing on the positive outlook, the tenderness, the sensuality, the friendship, the true love, the compassion. Like that is where you're being called to focus and transition into. And then we have the Holy Grail. Stop the endless searching, inner quest. I feel like this is so powerful right now for this reading, because possibly you were in religious beliefs. Possibly you were in a rigid belief system, and mentally you were feeling fear and probably looking outside of yourself for answers. And this is so perfect, because inner quest, when it comes to religion, most doctrines want you to seek outside yourself, seek in the words, seek in the books, seek in the wisdom of others, which is really valuable in a lot of ways. However, your highest self right now is wanting you to stop searching outside of yourself and to instead go within. And I also want to bring this, look at her going within. Like she's pulling the energy into herself. And even with putting your hand on your heart, and that is looking within. When you can listen to your heart and let your heart guide you, like that is exactly the message. And again, also look at the focal point of this. It's so focused and just like direct. Focus on the clarity that you're seeking, whatever you're searching for. Focus on the desired outcome, the positive outlook, and the clarity, and where you want to go, not where you have been. Just like this card, he's focusing on where, or she is focusing on where they're going, not looking behind at the pain and the hurt. And then, like, you could even say, like, these swords, the ones that were burdening you and hurting you, are behind you now, and it's time to look forward and stay forward. And we have our last card, Heaven Sent, 3-3. 3-3 to me means mastery, and I think this time in your life through this transition is preparing you for mastery. Also, I want to look at the focus point. We just keep being called back. Focus on your inner self. And focus on like the heaven that you want to create. You are meant for this world to create and become someone who is here to shine a light and who is from heaven and who has the perspective that is going to help lead, whether it's one person or a community or the world. Like, there are people here meant for more and to shine the light to create a better world. And this card is like, that is what this card means to me. And your highest self is wanting you to go within, to tap into that energy that's within you and just like blossom and just like bloom and just like so this is very exciting. So you've been going through transition, or you are going to be moving into transition that is going to be so beautiful. Trust it. Focus on the good, the positive, what you are desiring. Let yourself bloom and go within and trust yourself. And I hope you had a wonderful reading. I will see you next time. Bye bye.